Hellcat.
Hi everyone, I'm Amena and welcome back, explorers, to my vlog. Also, if you happen to be new here or are a repeat visitor, be welcome. And be sure to look at the description below for all credits given. Now, with all that said, good morning. And this is going to be the first episode of my new playlist for my random thoughts vlogs. Or rather, I'll just drop my and leave random thoughts vlog for the playlist name. Yeah, but this is episode 201. And it really is episode 201 at this point. So, any inconsistencies in the last playlist have been resolved because there are 200 videos in that. Whether they be updates or what have you. Now, one of the things I should mention right now is because the upload time for each video is about 2 hours and 30 minutes. I have to record it in advance. So what you're seeing has already been recorded and uploaded ahead of time. Unfortunately, I have to do that because otherwise it would be really long before you got to see anything of mine. Now, other people are able to do things like 20 minutes. Once upon a time, when Starlink was new, there was a really high upload rate, but now more satellites are up there and more people are on it. So what was usual beforehand is now back to what it was. Anyway, so even for a 20-minute, 10-minute video, one of those two is still about 2 hours, 30 minutes. Doesn't sound very accurate for the amount of time actually being put into the video for the upload time, does it? Anyway, I want to talk about two things to start with: taxes and medication. Now, I have to talk about the taxes simply because I'm not really making enough to actually have to report taxes. But even if you don't have enough to report taxes, if there is a chance that you will get anything back, go ahead and report them. In fact, it's probably a good thing if you report them ahead of April for a certain amount of time, because you might be surprised. Yeah, sure, you might just get $100 back, or you might get a little bit more. But go ahead and do that. So if you haven't done your taxes yet and know that you have to do them, or don't have to do them, just get them out of the way. Get them done. Even if you have to take an entire night to do it, just to get some sleep. Okay. And on to the next topic, which is actually medication. Now, if you are taking medication, it either helps you or it hinders you. If it hinders you, messes with how you're thinking, how you're behaving, that's when doctors need to be informed. And when they are informed of what isn't quite right for you, that's when they will tweak the amount of medication you're taking or prescribe a different medication for you altogether. However, I will say this. There are times when a normally laid-back person taking medication can wind up being completely different to the point where they're behaving like somebody else entirely. When that happens, that's when the doctors are trying to find the right dosage or kind of medication for you. Now, if normally you tell people how you feel right away, and suddenly you're waiting until after the fact and sending messages about what you're going to do next time something happens, that's not that's not good behavior. If you're upset about something, whether you're on medication or not, you let the people you're talking to know right away. Because if you don't, how will they know? And if they get a message like that, they're going to feel like, why should we bother talking to this person if they're going to behave this way? So that's something anyone on medication of any kind should keep in mind. What you do, what you say, how you say it, whether you're on medication or not, really does affect the people around you, the people you're talking to as well. So bear that in mind and try your hardest to let people know what you are thinking at the time of your conversation with them. Now, I want to talk about a couple things, well, two different animes that have a lot of similarities up next. So, the first one that I want to talk about is Welcome to Demon School, Iruma-Kun. It currently has 2 seasons. The first season is about 23 episodes, and the second season is about 22 episodes. But Welcome to Demon School, Iruma-Kun is more of a funny rom-com kind of anime. But here's the thing. It's also classified as isekai because the main character, Iruma, was living in the human world and was sold to a demon who now acts like Iruma's grandpa. And what he needs to do is try not to stand out so the demons in the demon realm don't know he's human. So I won't tell you so much about it, but if you're looking for some sort of overpowered attribute to the main character, well, when you come right down to it, he is surrounded by overpowered characters to begin with, but he is the only one who's able to dodge everything they throw at him. So I recommend that if you find it, go ahead, watch it. Watch it till you're laughing. Well, watch it until you're laughing everything off. Oh, it's just one of those animes that, oh, is one of those animes that's also recommended for Halloween watch lists. If it's a Halloween, well, if it's Halloween, how do I put it? It's recommended for Halloween. It's recommended for Halloween watching, or you can watch it anytime you want. You'll still have fun. Now, the next one that I want to talk about is the Misfit of Demon King Academy. Oh, did I mention there's a Demon King team in both these animes? Alright. And yes, there is something about Misfits too. So, again, this, if you're looking for overpowered, all you have to do is look towards the main character of the series. He is overpowered as all get out. Who can defeat the Demon King of Who can defeat the Demon King of Tyranny, who really wasn't a tyrant? For you to understand what I mean by that, you'd have to watch it. But it's one of those things where he shows his overpowered nature in order to get points across to various characters he comes across throughout the anime. If you are looking for a harem aspect, I don't really know if it's considered harem, but it's one of those things where uh, there are people who wind up following him home, and his parents kind of jump to conclusions. Oh, it's like, oh, how did you propose to her? So, although this is more action and adventure, there are some comedic parts to it. And yes, it is a little bit on the bloody side, but the one good thing is that the people who wind up dying are brought back. So there is one instance where a person isn't quite brought back as it were to get a lesson across. But what I'll do is leave links to those various animes in my description below, and you can find both Welcome to Demon School Iruma-Kun and Misfit of the Demon King Academy in uh in the on Crunchyroll. Whether you are whether you have an account with it or not. The good thing is these are the few animes that you can watch both subbed or English dubbed. It really depends on what you like doing. Now, since I've talked about so many things, I think I will end this episode here and leave you all with this. If you have been enjoying my content, please feel free to leave a like and or subscribe. You can also leave a comment down below in the comment section. Be sure to hit that notification bell because YouTube doesn't always like to share. Be safe, be healthy, and as always, be true to you. Amena, signing out.